So Krista, would you like to know how to film 20 episodes in a day?
I would love to.
Many people, when they hear that, they're like, why would you want to? Well, there's some specific reasons why. I'll share with you many tricks because we actually do this many times a week. So first of all, why do you think I like to film in bulk like this, 20 episodes in a day?
Oh my goodness, efficiency.
Ah, I love that word.
Yeah.
I am the master of efficiency.
Yeah, I like it too.
So a lot of people in the YouTube world have daily YouTube channels, but they film one episode at a time. They film all day, they edit all night, like late, and then they get a little bit of sleep, and then they wake up to start that routine all over again.
So they're totally exhausted for their next video.
Yeah, and they end up getting to a point where their YouTube channel is successful, and so they feel obligated. They don't want to miss a day, but they just burn out. They don't care anymore, and they have to quit. And so being introduced to that world, and I know some people who have $300,000 a month is how much he was making, and he decided to quit.
Wow. Just
Anyway,
burned out.
Yeah, because he says, I wasn't able to spend time with my wife. I wasn't able to be a dad to my kids. So I had to make a change. Now there's an ending to the story. He hired other people to take over and be the stars of his show. Anyway, that's a good ending to the story. But the point is, definitely efficiency, because the strategy that I recommend and help my clients with is we're launching 5 or more episodes a week. And yet people like yourself are very busy. Coaches, speakers, authors, mentors, they have businesses, they're traveling to speak, or they're running their business, and yet how can they take time to film an episode every day? And so when we film 20 episodes in a day, that allows us to put that time in, create those content, but then we don't have to film again for 4 weeks. We can launch 5 episodes a week. So,
and financially, it makes a lot more sense because you're renting one Airbnb if you're doing that for background, and you're not doing it every single day. Probably for editing purposes, you can give it all at once to a team for editing as a project.
Yeah. So we're filming a lot of episodes today. We're actually on number 17. So before you came today and you knew that we were going to be filming a ton of episodes, what were you thinking?
There is no way we're going to get through all of these. But hey, Nate knows what he's doing. I trust you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of clients, I call it once they've done it, once they've filmed 20 or more episodes in a day, you enter the Be the Hero Studios Hall of Fame because it's a marathon.
Yeah.
But there's prep work that makes it possible. And so that's some of the things that I'll dive into. I mean, one is I have an outline. I created bullet point outline of the different things that I wanted to cover in each topic. And prior to that, I did keyword research. And I found all the topics. I went through and thought, okay, what are the topics of the videos I want to film on, different areas that you needed help on or questions that you had. And then I did keyword research to match that so that these videos would succeed on YouTube like my strategy does. And then after doing that, I went through and I prepared, okay, in this video I'm going to be talking about this point, then this point, then this point, then this point. We actually showed that in real time preparing a video for you, and so if you missed that video, click up here, you'll go back. It's just a previous video in this series on how to do the keyword research and how to outline your content. So you don't have to write out a whole script, but you can do bullet points that will actually get you better results. How was that experience for you?
Yeah, intense to start, but really rewarding. The fact that you were able to pull that out of me and just get them done really quickly.
So what was intense about it?
Oh, really? It was thinking about it beforehand and trying to just go from a left brain mentality of what am I going to come up with? And that was the most intense part. Other than that, it was just actually going through the process and getting into that creative zone and digging into what my message would be. And then it was simple. So thank you.
Yeah, I mean, when you haven't done it before, and especially when you think about, I'm going to do 20 episodes, that's an intimidating thing. But when you go through it, and then obviously I was here to kind of coach you and help you get that out. What made it easy?
You know what? I loved being able to look at the questions and see if they apply, because immediately then I can relate to them or not. Some will resonate more than others, and it will bring those stories up out of me. And so I could kind of tell this is a topic that works or something. And the fact that you are familiar with the how-to questions and what kinds of ways to phrase it that might make it meaningful was very helpful.
Okay, so one question that you asked and a lot of people ask is, well, do you change outfits? So what have we done today?
Yeah, new outfit.
So we've changed it a few times. We don't change every episode.
No.
We've changed the location once. So we used to be over in that corner, and now we're in this corner. We're gonna do a third location.
And we've fooled them. You think it's a different day.
Yeah. Well, it's not fooled. It's just...
We've invited you into our world, which is not always as it appears.
We were efficient. And we said we'll see you tomorrow, but actually, how much break time is there between episodes of filming?
Oh, minutes.
Yeah. So we hit stop and we look at, okay, what's next? And we did take a lengthier lunch break. So we had some soup.
I guess what you should say is you'll see us tomorrow because it will be there tomorrow. But
yeah, I like that.
Yeah. It keeps it real and true. It's honest.
But if I say I'll see you tomorrow, that sounds real. If I say you'll see us tomorrow, that doesn't really sound.
We just don't want to mislead.
They're like, what?
Regardless, we'll see you tomorrow.
We take tiny breaks between episodes because there is a lot and we want to keep going, we want to keep moving. The length of the videos, most of the time, I say most of the time, I like to shoot for 10, 11, 12 minutes per episode. We've been going a lot longer today. Yeah. I think the dynamic of having conversation makes the content definitely more valuable. But we've had some longer episodes, and I'm sure you've noticed that. But you're still here, so you like the content. YouTube recommends between 7 and 16 minutes, which is longer than most people expect. People think that a 1, 2, or 3 minute video is all the attention spans people have. But that training, that education is for promo videos. In fact, promo videos, it's even shorter. You see Super Bowl ads is like 30 seconds or something like that. A really good promo video, like one that Studio C does, like for Fiberfix or for the Purple mattress, you'll see those go 5-6 minutes or something like that, because they're real high budget. They're really well scripted. They're totally funny and entertaining.
They keep you engaged.
But that's a stretch. That's a really long promo video. But when you're talking how to, going 10, 12 minutes, people expect that, and they'll stay watching the whole video.
Okay, because they're getting some value out of it. It's information that they're seeking.
So at the beginning I said that the title of this video is How to Film 20 Episodes in a Day. Well, the secrets that make that happen are, first, you've got to do the keyword research. You've got to do the keyword research first, and then you prepare your content in advance, just doing it the outline way, the way that I showed in the previous episode. And then when you film, you've got your outline, and you have tenacity. You stick with it. You take appropriate breaks, but not too long. And once you've done your first day of filming 20 episodes, you enter the Be the Hero Studios Hall of Fame. Leave a comment below when you achieve it. And after that, the next time you do it, it's a lot easier. I mean, you'll get a good night's sleep that night. You're going to sleep great tonight.
For sure.
And then the next time you do it, it's like, oh yeah, I know it. It's not scary anymore because you've done it once.
And you get to pat yourself on the back because you're accomplished.
Totally. And then you got 4 weeks worth of YouTube episodes.
Yeah. So you can be on that beach in Hawaii.
Yeah. So talking about keyword research, I've got my keyword research guide. Be sure to click the link below and you can get access to that so you'll know how to do exactly what I've shared there, and that's free. And if you're not a subscriber, you've watched this far, so you obviously like this episode, subscribe. And tomorrow we're talking about what to say in the beginning of your YouTube videos. This is good. She's actually going to demonstrate. I'm going to coach her through it. So you'll get to see her learning that process. This is going to be fun.
Ooh, so exciting.
I can see you like, oh.
Yay.